Every missed call is a missed customer. And if you run any kind of service business, you know exactly what it feels like. Someone calls, nobody picks up, and they move on to the next option. It does not matter how good your service is. If you're not reachable at the right moment, you lose the client before the conversation even starts. What I'm going to show you today in this video is how to build an AI receptionist that answers every single call, qualifies the lead, and books them directly into your calendar automatically without you or anyone on your team picking up the phone. I'm Navin, and I run an AI agency where we build and implement these exact systems for real businesses. What I'm showing you today is something I've built live on camera so you can follow along and do the same thing for your business. And if you've never built anything with AI before, that is completely fine. I'm going to walk you through every single step from scratch. No technical background is needed. If you can follow along, you can build this today. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to retellai.com. Okay, so that's the platform right here. And the thing to remember here is this is pay-as-you-go pricing. So you don't have to pay anything up front. You can build and test before paying a single dime. Okay, so click try for free, make an account, and it's going to land you in this section right here. Okay. Now you can build an AI agent for whatever you want. You can have a physiotherapy clinic, a doctor's clinic. You know, you could be a lawyer that needs a receptionist. You could literally have a plumbing business, whatever you want that you need an AI receptionist for, you can build right here with Retell. And yes, there's other apps and other tools you can use, but I like Retell because it's simple to use and simple to set up. Once you're in the background and in the back end, all this other stuff we'll look at later. But what I want you to focus on right now is clicking on the top right, going to go create an agent. Now we're not going to do a chat agent today. We're going to create a voice agent. So click voice agent. There's different ways you can do this. Okay. You can have a single prompt. You can have a conversational flow. The cool thing about this is if you have no idea what you're doing, you can still come here and be, okay, I clearly need a receptionist. So what type of receptionist do I want to create? And single prompt versus conversational flow just means it's going to be really simple for you, or do you want to make something a little bit more complex? Okay. There's multiple ways that we can do this. For this specific use case, what we'll do is just keep it very simple. We want to create a medical front office staff receptionist. So I'm going to go here under single prompt. I'm going to click on the medical receptionist. It's going to give me kind of like a pre-built template. And I'm going to show you guys how we're going to take this and change all of it to match the vibe and tone that we want for our clinic with our information. And what we're going to do is look to build this to actually answer all of the phone calls for us, to qualify them, and to be able to book them and check our calendar so they actually get slotted into create an appointment if they want to. Okay. So again, once you pick your type of agent that you want to create and the flow that you want to create, you're just going to click create agent. And again, you can do lead active, lead inbounds, you can do sales calls, you can do appointment bookings. There's a ton of options you can create with this. Today, we're just going to focus on creating a receptionist, okay, for a clinic, basically. It's going to create the agent for us in the background. And I'm going to show you how all this works. Again, it may seem crazy, but I want you to remember, I'm walking you through this with your hand. You can ask me questions anytime if you want in the comments down below, but it's very, very simple and basic. So the first and most important thing, just as I always tell you with anything we do with AI, one of the most important things we have to focus on and do is outline. It's like a prompt, but outline our role. What is, the PDF or the guide we're going to give this AI agent to absolutely follow to a T with everything that we're doing. So you can see here, it kind of created something very simple, right? It's a full flow. So here's the role, and we're going to change this, by the way, but this is what the AI has given us to start. So it said we want to create a medical receptionist. Okay, so you're Claire, you're an AI receptionist for the medical center in San Diego. You handle scheduling, rescheduling, canceling appointments, handling refill messages, general questions, all that kind of good stuff. It shows how you handle the call. So you greet the caller, you verify them, you complete the task, confirm the outcome, you end the call. Right? You have all this different stuff for how the call flow works, the ins and outs, how to answer questions, how not to answer questions, how each of these steps is handled from 1 to 5. You can see there's different flows for handling for them. It's all built here. Additional rules, how to talk, all that kind of good stuff. This is obviously not built for the clinic we have. I actually don't have a clinic. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go online. I'm going to just be like, let's do top dental clinic in Canada. Okay. Whatever. These are obviously Google ads. Let's just say the top one is pulling up is Opal Dental. Okay. Who knows? So we're going to go to Opal Dental. This is what I'm going to show you guys. Let's just say this is my dental clinic and this is the clinic that I want to build everything around for. Okay. I'm going to go into Claude. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. You can use, if you use Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever tool you want as your AI agent, you're going to go and paste all this in. I'm going to show you how to do it. So look, here's my Claude. Okay. I am building an AI voice receptionist for my dental clinic, right? And we're going to share the link, dental clinic, boom. Here's the link to my clinic, which is the one we just randomly Googled, right? Online. I need you to take the template below and adjust all the information catered towards my clinic. And you can say, scrub the website and ask me any questions you need for clarifications so this agent can handle everything for my business. Boom. Right? So we just gave it, this is so basic, guys. I'm not even trying hard. We're just keeping it very simple, natural English language we're speaking. This is coming from my mind onto the screen. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to copy the exact role here, right, that it gave us, because we're going to change that. We're also going to rename this to Opal Dental Care, right? Agent. So just so we know that's what it's called, and that's what we set up. We're going to go back to our Claude, and we're going to paste that at the bottom, right? So now it's got the full role here, and it knows that that's the template that below that we want to adjust, and we want to make it and cater it to our actual dental clinic. Okay, so I'm going to send this. So it's going to do this for us. Okay, again, all this stuff can be done. You don't have to spend time doing this. If I'm actually launching this for my clinic, once this is done, of course, I'm going to read through this to make sure it's actually answering and talking and handling everything how I want to as the clinic owner. Okay, because that's very basic stuff. Take you 5 minutes to read this and just to make sure everything sounds good and how you want it to be. All the information is correct, everything like that. As you go down for it, so first we'll let this finish, and I'll show you a few other things in the meantime. Okay, because I want to make this a simple tutorial, not a very, very long tutorial. So as it's doing this in Claude, right, I'm going to go back here. You'll see if you click on functions, this is how it works right now. You can check availability, book appointments, send SMSs, cancel appointments, leave message, transfer to staff, end the call. So basically how it works is, all these things are functions that this AI agent can now do. If you want to add stuff, you can do it. So what I would recommend you do is most people will have, for example, like a booking software, but some clinics I've talked to don't have any booking software at all. So what I recommend you do is have a calendar, so a cal.com account. And they have different solutions for healthcare industries, education, telehealth, everything. So you can, if you need to be HIPAA compliant or have certain rulings around it, they have that built in already. And what this allows you to do is this allows you to have a calendar that can sync to your AI receptionist, where it can check your availability and book in appointments based on your actual real-time availability 24/7. It becomes very, very important. So literally all you would do is you would click here. I want to add my calendar, so check availability, and you would just add the API key, which is very easy. Once you make the account on cal.com, you go into settings, click API keys, you'll copy and paste that here. And it'll be the same thing for booking on the actual calendar. So that way this agent knows, hey, at some point we need to actually check availability and see if we're going to be able to book an appointment with the client that's actually calling. Okay, so Claude's still working, so we'll let Claude finish that, and I'll go through a few other things. So functions we want to set up, right? That's the main part. Knowledge base. You can add an entire knowledge base to your AI agent. So you see here, I went to knowledge base, I clicked add, and basically this is another thing that we would build out with AI. You can build one document. Okay, so I'm going to call this, the end all, I can't even spell, knowledge base. So after this, I'll also show you how to create this. So we're going to create a knowledge base, and once this is so this is just generated. So let's finish this first. So go back to Claude. Let's say our clinic hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday closed on Sunday. Perfect. Boom. Which of these should the agent be able to do? We want the agent to book, reschedule, cancel appointments, take new inquiries, handle emergencies, yes, answer insurance director questions, perfect. Let it do all that. For out of scope or after hour calls, what should happen? We wanted to still book everything. So still act normally and book and answer questions as needed. If they need a staff, then we can take a message to call back in the AM, right? So Claude's asking questions, which I love about Claude, and it's directing us and it's helping fill in the gaps that we need to make sure that we create the most robust agent possible. Okay, so you can see here on the right side, it's already kind of formulated most of this stuff for us, but I want to answer these few more questions for me, and then it'll finish this document. And that's again where we're going to go back and paste into Retell to kind of get everything rolling and flowing. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to build the knowledge base right after that as well. So we'll go back here into the agents for now as Claude finishes that. And again, all these other things you can change, right? There's speech settings. You can reduce background noise. You can add sounds. There's things you can do around, having transcriptions, and the transcriptions can of course be sent to you. So you have a working document of all the transcriptions of all the calls going in, because that's very important for owners to know and be able to check, okay, how is my AI talking and handling to these customers? And just to make sure every month you're checking to make sure things are going and working really well. I won't get into it right now, but you can add MCPs, which are servers, to make this agent even more robust. And there's a lot more things that we can do to build it out further. But today, what we're just focused on is just setting up and creating the agent. I'm going to show you how to test it live and use it in the next few minutes. So it's asking me a few more questions. Agent name, fine. We can call it Opal. Actually, let's go back. We can call the agent name Ava. Let's say her name's Ava. Insurance building setup. Let's go say no direct billing for now. And yes, we're accepting all ages. Pricing questions, and let's say take message for now. Because obviously some of the stuff I don't own the clinic, so we don't have all the direct answers, but imagine you're the clinic owner, you would know all the answers to these questions. And again, the more information you give to your agent, obviously the better it's going to be handling your customer inquiries and getting your customers where they need to be in the process, whether that's booking or talking to someone or coming in to meet or whatever the consultation or outcome is going to be. the more information you give them, the better they'll be, just like anything else in AI. Okay, so as it's finishing that up, we'll go back to Retell. And again, the few other things I'll show you before we finish this and get this going live is you can have different setups. Obviously, do you want the AI to speak first, or do you want the user to speak first? Normally, someone calls you, you're going to speak first, so have the AI speak first. You can have a custom message if you want. So this is going to change, obviously. So like we're going to use this clinic center called Opal Dental, right? So let's say, hey, that's what we'll do. Thank you for calling Opal Dental, and we'll just delete this. How can I help you today? Easy. Thank you for calling Opal. How can I help you today? You can make this opening message anything you want. You can make it longer, shorter, more robust, more chill, like anything you want, but you can have the AI start how you want it to be. And just showing you Claude, it's finishing everything right now. So it's created everything for me. It's locked in the final summary of what Ava is going to do, her stance on billing, what's outstanding, and that's totally fine. And now you can see that this is now done. Okay, so if I click download here, we can go download, save that to your computer if you need to, we can open it up. So what I'll do is we'll actually open this up in a tool called Text Edit, but also since it's on the right side, we'll just copy this for now and we'll go here. We'll delete all of this and we'll paste it here. So now you have the more robust one that we created. And you can see here, it says right here, you are Ava, the AI receptionist for Opal Dental Clinic. It says you're in Windermere, you're in Edmonton. This is what you handle. This is what you do. Here's the call flow overview. Everything is now built in and set up here. Okay. So again, we have the basis now here. A couple other things I want to show you as you guys think about this, because you're probably thinking, Nav, like, I live in a different country, or how do I want this person to sound, or what, ChatGPT or LLM model do I use? It's all very basic and all can be set up right here. Okay. First, in terms of LLM models, which is just ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you're using, you can see here it's actually telling you the cost per minute based on the model you pick. Okay. So it's telling you like versatile and highly intelligent, cost efficient, like which one do you want to have? For this model, we'll keep it very simple. We'll just say, hey, we want to be fast and cost efficient. This is 3 cents per minute, which is insane, a very, very low cost. So we'll just click that as our default. You can pick any one you want. You can test multiple also based on how many calls you get, based on how it's responding. There's a lot you can do here to tweak and get better. If you want to speak in a different language, you want to be multilingual, you can do all that kind of stuff here. There's a ton of different languages you can pick from. I built an agent that was in Hindi and in Spanish before, and they work incredibly well. Obviously, we're gonna keep it English for now. And the most fun part is you can come here and pick any voice you want. You can also make your own voice. Let's say you're the owner. You can make a voice that sounds just like you in 11 Labs and custom and clone it over into this platform if you wanted to. But for now, to keep it simple, let's say you want to find someone who sounds like an Ava. So let's just test and see. So you can see, I can test them right here. So I like Haley. Very chill, very friendly. So I'm going to pick Haley for right now. Keep it very simple, very relaxed. If you click on the agent handbook, you can see here, there's other things you can help with the agent. Okay. You can just ensure they have, like say, do you want them to have high empathy? Do you want natural filler words? Like you can add and enable all these different things to make them sound like how you'd want them to sound from a real person. Okay. So again, the base is here. The last thing I want to do is show you guys the knowledge base, which I promised I would show you. So if you click back in the knowledge base and you go add, we want to add a new knowledge base. And I go back into Claude one more time. Next, build me a knowledge base PDF that I can upload for the agent as well to pull from if needed. So it's going to build my knowledge base PDF for me. And again, if you're the owner, you'll double check these, you'll ask more questions, you'll make sure that it has the FAQs that you want. But again, the whole goal of us adding knowledge base is it's going to add as an extra layer of security and just, making sure we're very, very tight and safe. So if for some reason the role that we created right here doesn't answer the question or doesn't cover us, it's going to fall back into the knowledge base for anything else that you think that we may need. Okay. So it's going to finish building a knowledge base for us. And then we will take that and we will put that into the AI, and then we're going to test it live, and then literally your AI agent is going to be built. So think about how simple this is and actually how fast this is to do. Obviously, I just spent time going through some of the settings to show you how to set it up. Okay. So if you want to test it right now and just run it normally without the knowledge base, I'm going to show you that just to kind of keep this going a little bit faster. So on the right side, again, we can test LLM, but we're going to test the audio right now because that's what we're focused on. And by the way, if you want to get more advanced, you can actually create simulations. So you can go here on simulation, click test case, and just create a simulation. Like maybe an angry customer comes in and, angry customer is mad at the service and wants to talk to the owner. Whatever the case is, you can create this type of simulation. You can add success criteria. You can have like mock-ups here, and you can save it and then run that test simulation to see how the AI will handle it. So think about that. You can have a really unique way to build and ensure that this is a really, really vetted and well thought out AI receptionist. Okay. But look, we're set up here. We're going to test this. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna run a test. So I'm gonna click here, I'm gonna go run test, okay? And let's just go through a live together and see how it all works. Hey, my name is Nav, and I'm looking to potentially book in a first-time new patient appointment with one of your clinicians.
Welcome, we're happy to take you on. I'll just need to get you set up. What's your full name and date of birth?
So the first thing I'll do is I'm actually going to stop it for a second. So let's go end call. And I feel like I don't actually like how Haley sounds. It's way too slow. It's not what I would want. So let's go back and let's quickly change something. Okay. So let's just go. We know we want a female. We know we want her to be American. And let's see from here what else we have. Let's just find someone.
Hello, I'm Luna.
Whether it's one caller or 100,
Hello, I'm Grace, an AI voice agent for Retell AI.
Whether it's one call.
Hi, I'm Ashley, an AI voice
Okay.
agent.
Let's try Ashley. Okay, so we'll try one more time. Let's just see how it goes.
Thank you for calling Opal Dental. How can I help you today?
Hey, my name is Nav and I'm looking to book an appointment.
Thanks for calling Opal Dental. This is Ava. Are you a new patient with us or an existing patient?
Yeah, I'm actually a new patient. I've never been there before.
Welcome. We're happy to take you on. I'll just need to get a couple details to get you set up. What's your full name and date of birth?
Yes, so my full name is Navin R and my date of birth is January 1st, 1955.
Got it. What kind of appointment are you looking for and what day or time works best for you?
I'm pretty flexible on day and time, so just let me know whatever works. And I'm just looking to get like a general teeth cleaning.
Let me see what's open. Sorry, I'm having a quick system issue checking.
So basically what I'll do is I'll stop right there. And obviously the reason it's not connecting to the calendar is because we didn't connect the calendar. But you can see how the flow is very natural. It's simple. And again, I set this up in like literally like 5 minutes, guys, like 10 minutes tops, if anything. So from here, what you would do is to take it to the next step is you would just literally connect your calendar, right? So you want to be able to check availability. So you go add, check calendar availability and book on the calendar. And that way, when I ask that question, it's going to direct straight to your cal.com calendar. It's going to pull all the available times and scheduling and give that back to the customer and be like, hey, this is my next slots. What do you think? And you can go back and forth. And literally at the end of that phone call, you will have a live, you will actually have your client booked into your calendar right then and there. And the other thing I want to show you, going back to the knowledge bases, you see we created this knowledge base here. So then what I can do is I could download this knowledge base, come back into Retell and under the knowledge base section and just add that, right? So we upload the file and we will literally just upload that right here. And here's our FAQ section. And now again, this is saved as our knowledge base that falls back to our AI agent. Okay. So in this video, I showed you literally how simple it is to just come on, press create an agent, make your agent. I showed you how to go and manipulate it in Claude to make it sound and speak and have the FAQs and answers for your specific company or agency or clinic. And then from there, you're literally good to go. Pick their voice, you pick the LLM you want to use, you set up your calendar, again, which I showed you how to do. You add your knowledge base. And then from there, you just test. I would click publish if I want to make this live. And I publish it, it'll go live. You can pick a phone number. You can do many different things. You can forward your current phone number to a new phone number. You can make a new phone number in Canada or US with Retell. So then you can put that on Google Pages or Google Ads, and you can have people actually call that actual phone number. And you can track the stats and analytics based on that, right? And the cool thing about this is you're going to see every phone call that comes in, everything that's answered, how your agent's handling it, how many clients get booked, anything that becomes a red flag, anything that was missed, it's all going to be handled right here. And again, this is how easy AI is. You have the opportunity to unlock so much for your business to help you build, monetize, and scale further. So just experiment. I'm here to answer questions. Comment down below. Let me know. And there's so many more builds coming. If you run a clinic, a law office, a coaching practice, a salon, or any business where phone calls turn into booked clients, this system was built for your situation. Most service businesses miss between 30 and 50% of their inbound calls. This runs 24/7 and misses none of them. If you want this built for your specific business right now, that's exactly what I do inside Build with Nav. We get on a session, we build the real thing, and you'll leave with it running. The link is in the description if you want to check that out. Now you have a system catching every single call. But if people are not finding your business in the first place, that's a completely different problem. And I made a video on how to replace your entire marketing team with AI. So go watch that one next. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. I have so much more coming to show you how to build, monetize, and scale with AI.